Welcome, weebs and gamers. This is AG, back with another WEISS SCHWARZ deck profile for you today. So I wish it was on this series, Blend S, but unfortunately it is not in WEISS SCHWARZ. But it is on a old favorite deck of mine, which is Zero no Tsukaima. So I actually entered the Dan's Ranch Strictly Broken TCG 2012 Legacy format tournament. It was very fun. I got to play against some old school decks that I have not gotten to play against in a long time, and I even got to play against some new decks that I never played back in the day, like Shining Force. So that was fun. Unfortunately, I went 3-2, so I got 11th place, missed top 8, but it's okay. It's whatever, it happens, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to do a deck profile on my Zero no Tsukaima deck. It's fairly standard, I would say. Zero no Tsukaima is very cookie cutter. Like you don't really need to change too much in it. But I do have a few kind of like techie cards in here. So we'll get to that. So first I have 4 of the promo WEISS, 3 of the cost 0 bomb, 3 of the Eleanor effect, or what is it, the back row, 2 of the just a drop search, and then 1 copy each of these brainstorms. So just want to say for this card, the promo, I just feel this card's better than the yellow kind of version that some people play, just because this card gets 1k from this. Honestly, like just making this card 4/5 is just super good. Yeah, and then this cost 0 bomb is dumb. It is a very good card. And then for my brainstorm, so a lot of people I think were gonna play like 3 or something of this brainstorm, and I mean like that's kind of taking like the modern mentality to an old school format and just playing like a bunch of tap self brainstorms. But I really don't think that it's worth it in this deck because this isn't like salvage, right? It's just like summon cost 0s. Which is cool. It's nice to have. Like, I'm definitely going to play 1 copy of it for sure. And I would definitely play 1 copy of this spam brainstorm. Having like 1 of each is very nice. And this one's like Surge too, so which is good. So I'd say like minimum you'd probably play like 1 of each of these, and then like that's about it. But I decided to play this brainstorm. So this brainstorm is a very cool card. I've never seen anyone even mention this card. It's because it's from the trial deck. So it is a pay 1, rest self, mill 4, and for every climax you hit, your entire field gets 2k power for turn, which is very good for just like helping you eke out those slight power differences, especially in the mirror match, where you might just be losing by like 500 or 1,000 because of this card or something like that. So this just gives whole field 2k, and you can just run over stuff. Very good. And it even has a secondary effect, which is pretty good, which is if you refresh your deck and this card is on field, you can just send it to stock for free. So yeah, so very good card. And I just wanted to like really mention this card because I feel like it's very worth playing, at least 1 copy. Yeah. Okay. Next we have the level 1s. So you have 4 copies of the 1/1, like literally mandatory to play. You have to play 3 copies or 4 copies of that. 3 copies of this Saito, 3 copies of this Saito, and 2 counters. There's a few different ways you can go about making the level 1 for this deck. This is obviously you have to play these, but some people choose to play like the Bonder and play 4 of this Saito or something like that, and like maybe not play this at all. I feel these cards are very, very good because again, like old format, like power really matters. Like that extra 500 or that extra 1,000 can just like save your characters a lot of the time. And so I just feel playing these. This is like an on-field counter, and this is like an actual just 1,500 counter. And triple R swimsuits. So I mean, gotta play that, right? But yeah, these are just kind of just filler cards, because like you don't really have much else for just like cost 0 good beaters. Like you don't have any of the 106Ks or anything like that. So yeah, they're okay though. They're good. They're good placeholders. Next we have level 2. So you have 4 copies of the 2-1 support. Again, pretty much mandatory. You have to play 4 of that because you need it to put in your level zone for experience. Same with the 1-1. 2 copies of the free fresh. 1 copy of the promo, just 3K counter, and then 2 copies of the event. Now this is also another thing too. Some people would probably like maybe up this and play like 3 or 4 copies. That's again kind of like modern hindsight, going back to a format. And I honestly, I would consider playing 3 for sure, but I just couldn't find room. I feel like everything that I was playing, I really liked the ratios, and I just couldn't fit in another one of these. But yeah, it's very good, very broken card. I mean, it was like on the ban list for a while, so it's basically just like a free +1 brainstorm card, and helps you like loop level early play heals and stuff like that. It's just pretty dumb card. Same with this card. Both very good cards. Free fresh salvage, free fresh, changes into the healer. This card does everything. It is just the whole thing. The whole 9 yards. That's the saying I was looking for. And then level 3s is just 4 copies of the WEISS early play heal, 2 copies of the level 3 that you change into via the free fresh change combo. Also has climax combo with the world door. I'll just play these now actually. 4 copies of world door and 4 copies of the other door. This door is just empty. There's no combo with it. But this one goes with this one, and it's just so it's on attack, and you can choose one of the like 2/2 Saitos if it's in your memory and play it to field, and then this gets 3K. But summoning that Saito is completely optional. You don't need to do it. So basically, if you have these, it's basically just like on attacking 3K power for turn. So it becomes 14K if you just have this, and then also if you have this, it's like 15-5. So it helps you just beat over stuff. There was a couple times in the tournament where like I had this and I really wanted to like, or I mean I had this and I really wanted the climax to like beat over something that was like 13K, and I just didn't have the climax, so that sucked. But it is what it is. I mean, happens. But yeah, that's my deck profile for Zero no Tsukaima. Again, pretty standard, just like a few different texts that I decided to put in that I really liked. But yeah, the tournament was very good, very well run, and I would definitely enter other tournaments held again if they run some more. It doesn't even have to be legacy format, even if it's just like just like normal format or other stuff, whatever. I'll definitely try and play in those for sure. But yeah, that's it, I think, for the deck profile. I'm probably going to have some games up for this as well. So yeah, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz for the algorithm, you know. And that's it. This is EIJI, signing out.